Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuned in to AMTV Alternative Media Television. We are in Prescott Valley with Cole at the Donald Trump rally today. Cole, tell me what this is about. You were battered, bloodied?
Yeah.
Explain.
I was robbed of my MAGA hat, and then they just a sucker punch. I wasn't even looking. There was 10, 15 of them to look at. So this blow just came right to my face, knocked me on the ground instantly. There was just this sharp metallic thud. I think the guy had a ring on, whatever. It sliced me open right there. This warm sensation just covered my face, and blood was just flowing.
How many stitches?
6 stitches.
Okay.
And I was on the ground. They started kicking me. I knew, man, I had a couple seconds to pop up and try to run out of there, or else, you know, they were going to stomp me to death. I mean, I was scared, man. It's 9 p.m. at night, and they were attacking me like they were
Because you're pro-Trump?
Because I had a red Trump hat on. Because I'm pro-Trump.
Now, who were these people? Were they Hillary supporters? Were they just anti-Trump? Like,
I don't know if they care about Hillary so much as it seemed like they're worried about their welfare, because they're yelling brown pride, they're yelling I'm in the wrong city. This is a predominantly Hispanic area of Orange County, California, Costa Mesa, Santa Ana, Anaheim, near Disneyland. So that what they're yelling at me, screaming in Spanish and everything, it suggests to me that they're not really Hillary supporters as so much as they're there because they're angry and they're desperate. I mean, they're threatening to take money out of their pocket, most of their pockets.
Why do you think it's so dangerous to be a Trump supporter nowadays? I mean, it's almost like the new black. And nobody's talking about this shit. You don't get it from the mainstream media at all. You've got these social justice warriors out there that I think are more violent. I mean, I go to the Trump rallies, everybody's peaceful. And then I hear stories about people like you getting, beat up for wearing a hat.
It's so dangerous nowadays because I think over the past 10 to 20 years, our culture has been indoctrinating and brainwashing this political correctness where it's just not okay anymore to have an opinion. Kurt Schilling gets fired from ESPN. Manny Pacquiao gets knocked off by Nike. Don Imus, all these radio hosts that cook on her cooking show, all of them getting fired from their livelihoods for having an opinion. And so Trump represents having an opinion, represents anti-PC. And so these social warriors you're talking about and so forth, they just seem to be seething from the mouth, and their eyes go red when they see a red Make America Great Again hat, because Trump represents being able to have an opinion, speak your mind, and being anti-political correctness.
Yeah, which is almost it's made Trump more popular. It's making all these other people more popular as well. People are fed up with it, right? Hillary Clinton said what, 50% of the country is deplorable.
Yeah.
If you're pro-Trump.
Yeah.
So 50% of the country just doesn't agree with her, so we're all deplorables.
So all Trump supporters are a basket of deplorables. All Bernie Sanders supporters are the basement dwellers. That just came out. She called African Americans the super predators, right? And her husband, and she probably had some influence with it, put African Americans in jail with all those crack laws, right? Because the minorities buy crack cocaine, not powdered cocaine. So they overflooded the prisons with 10, 20-year mandatory minimum sentences thanks to Bill Clinton. So it's like, what has she done for minorities? The insults she has said against women, from that 10-year-old little girl, 12-year-old little girl when she was 27, to all the names she called Bill Clinton's mistresses.
Not to mention the 16 or so women that have accused Bill of sexual assault, rape. Juanita Broaddrick, very famous. I mean, tears over this stuff. How can she be a feminist and pro-woman when she defends her husband, and attacks these women? When she says all these, any victim of sexual assault should be believed. Right?
So I'm frustrated because I'm screaming at my TV when Hillary brought up Miss Universe. Trump could have laid out a list of things like, you removed from your website that all sexual assault victims should be believed. She had that removed from her website because she knew she's a hypocrite. And taking $300 million from Saudi Arabia and other countries that rape and murder women, it's like you're not a champion for women at all. It's sickening.
Yeah, now, did you hear about the story, Danny Williams? You heard about this? Allegedly, Bill Clinton has a son named Danny Williams. He's black, and he does this video on. You haven't heard of this?
Is that a bombshell?
That's a bombshell that just kind of came out. Maybe
I haven't heard that name, and it's not on CNN or MSNBC or Fox News.
On the mainstream media.
And I'll bounce around all 3 of those all day, 6 hours a day. I like to hear MSNBC's criticism of Trump more than I like to listen to Fox News' sugarcoating of Trump. I actually prefer listening to MSNBC.
Yeah. Now explain to us all this here. Run through the list here.
I mean, these are my pictures.
This is you.
This is me.
Bloodied and battered.
Got 6 stitches.
California, 6 stitches.
And that's me on the cover of the New York Post, which I presented that to Trump. I had a big banner when I met him a month later, and he said, I saw that, you're a tough cookie, held out his hand, and he didn't give me a half-ass shake. He gave me a really firm man shake, and I really felt special. Like, you know, he really does appreciate, you know, the support and the work I do. So that happened. And then San Jose happened, where a whole slew, literally like 14 victims happened. They're suing the city and the mayor now for not protecting them. This is Juan Hernandez. They broke his nose. And so I got in touch with him, and I got in touch with Rachel Casey. She's the egged in the face girl. And so I got in touch with all of them. I said, I'm forming Assault Victims for Trump. I got pictures now with Juan Hernandez. We met up in Vegas. You know, they got 9-to-5 jobs, so they can't represent weekday rallies, but I can. I got a news website, and so I could be here on weekday rallies. So for the most part, I'm the one that is representing the Assault Victims for Trump. Just to let protesters know, you're not intimidating us, keep on attacking. I will go in their faces at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. when this lets out, and I'll let them know that, hey, you want to attack me again, go ahead. I'm still going to go to rallies. I'm still voting for Trump on November 8th. And it's also to let, there's Trump supporters that are in fear because of what these criminal thugs are doing, and it's like, you can't let them win. You can't, you have to go, you have to show support for Trump. The bigger the crowds are, that creates momentum, creates a buzz, and of course you got to vote for November 8th.
What would you like to see from Donald Trump today? We might have the opportunity to ask him a question or two. What would you like to hear from him? Is there any,
Yeah, I mean, I do hope he goes off the teleprompter, at least like he did for 20 minutes in Pennsylvania on the weekend. I don't want him to stick to the teleprompter. You know, what's got him here and what has got the love of the country is his raw, uncensored, off the cusp speaking. So I want to hear some of that. Specifically, maybe he'll talk about Pence tonight, the vice presidential debate. Pence is going to look good for Trump tonight.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Other than that, I don't know one specific thing that I would like him to totally discredit Miss Universe once and for all. Not a tweet about a porn star reference, no. She was a getaway driver to a murder. She threatened the Venezuelan judge. She is the fat shamer. She played a 600-pound fat person wearing a fat suit, and yet she says she was traumatized by Trump fat shaming her. How is that possible, right? Why don't you articulate those exact things? And I'm sick that a foreigner is influencing our elections and has made Trump's poll numbers, if they're to be believed, go down 5% over the last week. It's sickening to me. She has fake citizenship. Hillary Clinton pulled strings and got her that, right? Or else, what is wrong with our citizenship process? How do you let someone with a rap sheet like that into the country? So, I would like him to discredit her once and for all in an articulate manner. That, one thing.
Yeah, he needs to go off script. My opinion has been he's been kind of overmanaged, especially the last debate. It's like, let Trump be Trump.
They let him be nice.
Right? He's trying to be too presidential. He needs to attack Hillary Clinton on, her foundation, for example, a money laundering scam. Again, accepting all this money from countries like Saudi Arabia and things.
Do you think Trump lost the debate?
I think the mainstream media won. I think Lester Holt framed every single question to put Donald Trump on the defensive, from sexism to racism to birtherism.
Went down the list of controversies.
It's rigged. I ask, hey, why does Trump even agree to doing that format? How about a new format? How about guys like you asking questions? Right?
So, I like that.
Well, fantastic. How can our audience find you?
Newsball.com. You could text 858-333-8888 if you are a victim of one of these protests. There's so many out there. I heard of these protesters. They were macing, pepper spraying this 3-year-old girl that was at something with her mom for a little Trump gathering in Anaheim months ago. So there's so many out there. There's tens of thousands of violent protesters, and there's like 5 to 10 bad Trump supporters that were the violent ones, and yet the narrative all year was that the Trump supporters are violent. So
mainstream media is going to spell. You heard it here first, folks. On AMTV, we're here with Cole, Assault Victims for Trump. A lot of people assaulted.
These guys chasing him, and this old guy is just blindsided and attacked and knocked down. I wasn't able to identify who this guy's. A minor. His father came on the record and did some interviews. But I wasn't able to get in touch with him or him. This guy got knocked upside the head, on bled from his ear. But I was the first major attack, and then after seeing San Jose, I said, "Oh man, all right, I'm gonna let them know they did not win, they did not intimidate anything."
Crazy. Thank you, Cole. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for what you're doing.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, man. Spreading the message and letting us have a platform to talk.
Big red shirt.
Check this out.
Media.com. I will. I got news rolling. It's a little blog right now.
You're me too.